investigation is ongoing. No other information was immediately available.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala!
All right, 7 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Looks like it's going to rain a little bit, Robin. Think so? You know, as my dog gets older, and I know this is going to sound weird, I'm going to compare dogs to humans, but this is absolutely true. As my dog gets older, like the vet says, you got to give her these foods. These are good foods. And he says you wouldn't put bad fuel in your car. You wouldn't give your dog, And I'm thinking, gosh, that applies to humans too, right?
Yes.
You got to have the right food. You got to have the right lifestyle. You got to get the right exercise. I mean, you hear these things over and over and over again, and yet for some reason we think it applies to everybody but us, right? The dog gets the good stuff, and I'm going to go have a Twinkie. Dr. Patricia Bragg is on the phone. She is called the First Lady of Natural Health.
Yep.
So she probably hates me saying the word Twinkie. She probably hates that.
I like
She's
Twinkie.
a nutritionist to the stars. Really? Who? She's the president and CEO of Bragg Live Food Products, the daughter of Dr. Paul Bragg, the father of America's health movement. Oh, now I know she doesn't like me saying Twinkies. And the originator of health food stores all over the country. Stress-relieving exercises is what she wants to talk about, and good nutrition for a healthy lifestyle. Just sounds good to me. Dr. Patricia Bragg, good morning, doctor.
Oh, healthy and fit I am, for sure, and I want all of you to be healthy and fit.
And where are you right now?
Right now I'm in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Honolulu?
Yeah.
So I can't brag about being in Florida. I thought for sure you were going to be someplace cold.
No. I'm in beautiful tropical Hawaii.
What are you eating? Are you eating coconut oil over there?
I had my coconut and coconut milk yesterday, and yesterday I gave 3 lectures. I was at the farmers market, one of the biggest farmers markets over here. And then I lectured at Whole Foods, one of the biggest ones in the country. And I keep very, very busy. I'm not going to rust out.
Do you like when we hear that a food is a good food, right? Like everybody says coconut oil is good for you, or linseed oil is good for you. Can we go overboard with the good stuff?
Well, I tell you what, anything done to an extreme. Your stomach is only so big. Most people overwork their stomach. Most Americans overeat. That's why we are one of the most obese nations in the world.
Yeah,
how's that?
I think you're right.
How's
Yeah.
that? Now, let me tell you a little about, yes, my father started health food stores in 1912.
Is that right?
Well, yes. And a lot of people thought he was crazy. Oh, you can eat anything you want, drink anything you want, smoke anything you want, do anything. And so what happened is that my father told the Americans, you are what you eat, what you drink, and what you breathe, and what you think with your computer, what you say and what you do with your 640 muscles. You either use them or lose them.
Yeah.
Oh, he started people like little sickly Jack LaLanne, was 14, been out of school a year and a half. So weak he had to have a back brace to sit up.
Ooh, Jack LaLanne did?
That's right.
Oh,
He
really?
had pimples
Wow.
and oil. Yeah, too much white sugar. The whiter the bread, the sooner you're dead. Yeah, it has no nutrients. It's like glue. That's why millions of Americans are so constipated.
I didn't know that.
It acts like glue in your colon.
So white bread, the whiter the bread, the sooner you're dead. I never heard that. I'm going to remember that one.
Oh, yeah, that's not a
So
forgetting.
pumpernickel's the best bread then.
That my pumpernickel is wonderful, wonderful. And try to get it organic wheat. Organic. You don't want to eat a lot of chemicals. You don't want to eat pesticides. Oh, my gosh. Pesticides kill the bugs.
So, well, yeah.
And a friend of mine, guess what? A friend of mine's husband is head of the Mortuary Association in the United States, the president.
Uh-huh.
And they had a big convention recently, and the man that sells the embalming chemicals, he said you don't have to use as many right now, as much as embalming when you embalm, because they're already embalmed.
No, really?
Yeah.
For real?
Yes, yes. Oh, of course.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes.
So
Gosh.
so they'll need a lot for you because you're reading right? So when you go,
That's
they're going to have to use a lot.
No. Well, now listen to this. No, they don't have. I want you to know that what you eat and drink today walks and talks tomorrow. Food is fuel. It was that. Open your mouth, and what you put in there with your knife, fork, and spoon is up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that, because you're putting it in your mouth, your fuel tank. Put it to the test. Is it healthy or unhealthy?
Mm-hmm.
What is it going to do for you? It's going to bring you high blood pressure, arthritis, cancer. You see?
But you are as fun as you sound. You're a cute lady. I'm looking at your picture on your website. Look at that pink hat. Oh, and you...
Well, when I wear pink, I feel 30 years younger. How's that? Yeah, now, I'll tell you a cute little story. Henry Kaiser has very famous Permanente Kaiser hospitals throughout California and Hawaii. And my father told Henry Kaiser 50 years ago, you paint some of the hospital rooms a pale pink. People will get healthier, better, faster.
Really?
So when I went to see a friend of mine about 45 years ago that had a hysterectomy, there the pink room was.
Well, how does the pink help somebody?
It does. By looking at it, it's soft.
Oh, so it wouldn't help a blind, like a person who's blind wouldn't be affected by it?
Of course, no, because
No.
you couldn't see.
So it's a psychological thing then?
Certainly it is. We see with our eyes and we eat with our eyes. You see, people have to see the food, see more.
I know.
More food and eat more food.
I know. I always like the light on. When I eat, I always like to have the light on.
You want to see what you're eating?
Isn't that strange? I'm serious. I don't like it to be too dark when I'm eating.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you about something I just noticed it on your website, and I just discovered it recently, but I did it for the flavor, and it looks like you're going to tell me it's a good thing, which I'm glad of. It's apple cider vinegar.
Oh, my. Let me tell you something.
What is that good for?
Hippocrates. Well, Hippocrates, the father of medicine. Just think of that. In 400 BC, many, many years ago, he treated his patients with apple cider vinegar.
Did it work?
Oh, did it work? My dear, it's a powerful antibiotic and antiseptic. It fights the germs, the bacteria.
Do you have to drink?
The sickness in your body. You know how vinegar takes the sludge off your windows?
Yeah.
Oh my golly! What do you think it
Does the same thing for you?
It's wonderful. It detoxes and cleans the body, and Hippocrates found it heals the body. And we have a mighty little book, $10. We just sold 9 million copies.
Wow.
Yeah,
No wonder you can live in Honolulu.
Yeah.
It's the Bragg apple cider vinegar miracle health system. Now, people are getting rid of their arthritis,
Oh, wow.
their dandruff on their scalp by putting it, say, a couple of hours before you shampoo your hair. Put it all over your scalp.
Doctor,
And guess what? You get rid of the dandruff.
I heard that dandruff
Nice.
is an incurable disease. Did you ever hear that?
That's not true at
That's
all.
not true?
We
Okay.
have people that have spent hundreds of dollars with salves, shampoos,
Yeah.
all sorts of things to get rid of it. No, you need a balance of the acid-alkaline balance of your scalp, and it's amazing. And also people that have, nail fungus. Some of them have had it for years. Nail fungus, toenail.
Oh, the toenail thing. I got that. You mean I could put the vinegar on my toes and it would fix that?
My dear, you soak while you're watching the telly. Put say 2 tablespoons in a little pan and put your toes in there, and you know what it does? It attacks that fungus.
I'm going to do that. My toes are horrible. All right. I need to take a little break, doctor. But we're going to come back. I want to ask you some specific questions about, like, let's say you have, I don't know, like a skin rash or something. Well, I'm just going to make up some stuff. Okay?
All right.
All right. When we come back, we'll do that. This is WOCA.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. This afternoon, clouds give way to some sunshine with a high 80 to 82. Partly cloudy tonight, low 59 to 63. Tomorrow and tomorrow night, variable cloudiness. High tomorrow 76 to 80. Low tomorrow night 55 to 60. Wednesday, cloudy with a couple of showers. High 77 to 80. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Steve Williams.
This weather forecast brought to you by Tri-County Generators 1-800-622-1957. Don't get caught with your power down. Call Tri-County Generators now, 1-800-622-1957.
You're listening to The Source, your home for Fox News and Fox Sports Weekends.
Ooh, a xylophone. Sounds dreamy.
Yeah, they don't make them like this anymore, Robin. I'm shipping it to the Musical Historical Society.
And you're packing it like that?
What, this won't work?
Why don't you take it to the Personal Service Center at the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street in Ocala? Just look for the yellow signs.
Great idea. That'll save me a lot of time.
The passing of time.
Personal Service Center makes sending packages easy.
And quick, call 789-6683.
For the Personal Service Center.
If you've been looking for just the right tree for your home, your yard, or your garden, then your search is over. You found it during the wonderful truckload tree sale at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens. Take my word for it, every tree in Bob's huge selection is reduced in price to sell right now. I'm talking citrus trees, shade trees, dozens of varieties, all the way up to Bob's famous super gigantic jumbos. Big 6 to 8 foot extra large trees start at just $49.99. They're available all the way up to the super gigantics that come delivered, planted, and guaranteed for one low price. While you're there, be sure to stroll the Camellia Gardens and feast your eyes on 5.5 acres of Florida's most beautiful blooming camellias. It's a free attraction you just won't forget. Check this week's ad for a complete list of all the savings right now at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala. Open daily till 5, till 4 on Saturdays. Bob Wine's, locally grown, home-owned since 1952.
Join us on Saturday, March 7, 2015 for the second annual Habitat Strawberries Festival at the McPherson Government Complex. The goal of this festival is not only to provide a great time for families in Ocala, but to also raise funds to build a home for our family and our community and support Habitat for Humanity's mission to strengthen communities, build hope, and provide dignified housing solutions. Remember, Saturday, March 7, 2015 for the second annual Habitat Strawberries Festival at the McPherson Government Complex, which starts at 7 a.m. with breakfast.
WOCA.
AM 1370.
96.3. 96.3 FM.
All right, 20 minutes after 11 o'clock, Dr. Patricia Bragg is on the phone over in Honolulu, on the other side of the planet, basically.
Yeah.
She's talking to us about our health and healthy food and healthy lifestyles. And it says here we're going to learn about some stress-relieving exercises as well. But first, let me just say good morning again to Dr. Bragg. Thank you for waiting through the break. You know, we just had a commercial for a strawberry festival coming up, and I noticed on your website you have strawberries. So strawberries are on the good list, huh?
Mm-hmm. They're wonderful. And by the way, all of you should have if you have the space, you should have a survival health garden. Because in the last depression, the people that did the best throughout America had their own little veggie gardens. They grew their own lettuce, salad, kale, spinach. Oh, it's so wonderful.
Yeah, that's what I should do.
So
I keep thinking I want to do that.
Yeah, and Dad started Rodell years ago in Organic Gardening and Prevention magazine. He started Jack LaLanne in Physical Fitness, and he started so many of the people. GNC is all over.
Oh, is that right? Oh, wow.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
In business. And now, just remember, from now on, I want everybody listening to be your own health captain. I have Clint Eastwood. Oh, my gosh, I've been nutritionist to Clint Eastwood for 60 years.
Wow.
He's so healthy and fit. He lifts his weights. He's very active. Right now I'm doing some stationary jogging barefoot. I kept Dr. Scholl, the foot doctor going to almost 100. J.C. Penney, almost 100. Woo! My specialty is longevity and being healthy.
Wow. Well, how did you end up hooking up with so many famous people?
Well, my dear, because my father started in Hollywood when it started in the barn.
Okay.
He had young Gloria Swanson, 18. She was the little starlet of Hollywood when it first started.
Right.
And they were silent movies in those days.
All right, so you told us that the vinegar, the apple cider vinegar would work on the toe fungus, the toenail fungus, right?
Yes, and arthritis. Arthritis. We had Jerome Hines, 6'7", was riddled with arthritis.
Right.
One gave him the Bragg vinegar book. Oh my golly, he got rid of his arthritis. He's 6'7".
Did he ingest it or did he rub it on the skin?
No, you drink it.
You drink it.
It's sold in health food stores and supermarkets throughout America.
So is that the same way you? The toes. You put the toes in it.
No, and you put your toes in the little dish pan of water, and while you're watching the telly, there you are. You can.
So when you're working with somebody famous who's young enough to still have acne, what do you tell them to do for the acne?
Oh my God! The most wonderful thing for acne is to give up the sugar, the white bread,
or give stuff
all
up.
the toxic foods. Go healthy, salads, veggies. Oh, it's wonderful.
Wonderfully.
Now, just wait a minute. You put the vinegar on your skin, and then after you shampoo your hair,
right?
You know what you do? You put you have a plastic little bottle, and you dilute, say, 1/3 vinegar, 2/3 water, and you rinse your hair in the shower with the vinegar.
Oh, really? Don't you smell vinegary then, like a?
Oh no. And actually, it takes any of the soap sludge or anything off of the hair and makes it squeaky clean.
Well, you talk about body odor also. That vinegar helps that.
Oh my dear, in years and years ago in Europe, they sold the vinegar and they used it as a deodorant. A deodorant, you can splash it, just rub it underneath your arms. Mm-hmm. Some of the deodorants are very toxic.
Oh, they are. Yes, they are, with the aluminum.
So I don't know how we can do exercises on the radio, but help us understand this. You have some
All right, I'll tell you what I'm doing right now.
What are you doing?
I'm doing stationary jogging, barefoot. Dr. Schultz said I had the healthiest feet he'd ever seen, and I barefoot probably 50% of the time. I have a sign, no shoes, please. I have people take their shoes off before they enter my home, and I have some little paper slippers that they can slip on if they want, and then I just throw them away afterwards.
Okay.
Yes, and right now, with every little jump, my 70 trillion cells, you have cells all throughout your body. Feel your nose right now. Is it warm?
I got it, yeah.
Mine is cold.
Ears, are they warm?
Mine is cold.
Mine's cold,
okay, you need a little better circulation then.
Your
heart's your master pump, and it's pumping your blood, the river of life, throughout your body. And you need some exercise. Get up and do some stationary jogging right now.
Jumping around.
For every half hour, you're in front of the telly or your desk, stand up, do a little stationary jogging. And your trillions of cells will clap and say, thank you. Circulation.
You have a lot of books on your website. You have some health science books and a lot of other things. So I think the website is probably the best way we can give the audience the information they need to have.
Yes, Bragg.com.
Easy enough.
Bragg.com, and they can go to YouTube.com. Patricia Bragg, they can hear me lecture. I lecture all over the world. I've made 30 world crusades. I'm on the go all the time.
Do you stay away from meat?
I am a vegetarian.
You're a vegetarian. That's what I thought. Yeah.
I'll tell you that most of the animals. Clint Eastwood's a vegan. President Bill Clinton became a vegan, and he said he got rid of all his health problems.
So is vegan better than vegetarian? I always heard that vegan is a little overkill. Like well,
a lot of people think it's a little extreme because you see, unfortunately, animals are mass drugged, mass fed. They don't roam the wilds like they used to in the old days.
But what about eggs? I thought eggs were really good for you.
No, a lot of the chickens are cooped up. They're not healthy eggs. You see. But anyway, when you go into the market, you try to get eggs that are field eggs. In other words, they can roam around. They're not cooped up in just a little. They have them in pens where they never get out among the grass and the greens.
You also are a nutritionist to Katy Perry, and now she's pretty young.
Oh, my dear Katy Perry. Yes, I paid for all of Katie's singing lessons from the age of 8 to 13. And she'd get up saying, Jesus loves me, yes, I do. Well, I said, Mary Hudson, I want to pay for Katie's singing lessons, but I insist she practice.
Who's Mary Hudson?
And so, by golly, did she ever practice? And at 12, she was doing so good, I bought her a guitar so she could she didn't have a...
Well, you must know her. I mean, she must be a personal friend. Are you her aunt or something?
No, I'm like her godmother.
Oh, wow.
In other words, I advise her, and Mary Hudson and Keith, her father, are my very dear friends.
Oh, wow.
They've lectured in Florida. They crusade for the Lord. And Katie, at 13, I paid the Coliseum $500 on the 4th of July if they'd let her sing out in the middle of the field halftime. God Bless America, the national anthem.
Yeah, wow.
My golly, he said, you send me that $500 as long as she sings good. I said, I'll send it to you and you let her sing.
All right.
And I hear the audience went wild.
Doctor,
That was launching of Katy Perry.
Doctor, you are a delight to talk to. Thank you for being on the air with us all the way in Honolulu. The best thing I can tell the listeners is to go to her website, Bragg, BRAGG.com, and you'll see everything, and then a whole lot more than what we were able to cover today. Doctor, thank you so much for being on with us today, and come back anytime.
Well, thank you. I love being nutritionist to the Hollywood stars, and I love helping the world be healthy and fit.
There you go. Well, and thank you for doing it.
God bless America.
There you go. Boy, you say a lot of good stuff.
Okay.
All right, we will be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. It's the winter that won't go away. Nearly half of Texas under a weather warning. Some 900 flights canceled at Dallas-Fort Worth International. As for icy roads,
we've got 96 trucks right now patrolling our system, paying particular attention to those major bridges and overpasses.
Susan Slupacki of the Texas Tollway Authority. Much of the Northeast seeing temperatures in the teens or lower. President Obama meets with governors today, focusing remarks last night on economic gains.
I hope that we can seize on that momentum to keep improving the circumstances for every one of our citizens.
Republican governors are expected to make their case on immigration, arguing the standoff could cause a potential partial shutdown of the Homeland Security Department.
Fox Radio's Rachel Sutherland. Home sales skidded nearly 5% last month, but experts say low mortgage rates and steady job growth could boost spring house hunting. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Last time your battery gave out, you were stuck on the side of the road showing the kids new and interesting ways to expand their vocabulary. So before that happens again, come into Napa and pick up a qualifying Napa battery and get a $10 prepaid Visa card by mail. $10 buys a lot of soap. And with the way your kids are talking now, you'll need it. Conquer the job with Napa Know-How. At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer expires 2/28/15.
You're running your business, and we at Wix.com know things can get stressful, but creating your website doesn't have to be. With Wix, you can create a professional website all by yourself. It's easy and free. You don't have to be a programmer. Just drag and drop everything into place. It's your website, your style. Show the world what you can do. Go to Wix.com and create your own stunning website today. It's easy and free.
Pay your taxes, eat your vegetables, watch your weight, mow the lawn, clean the house. We all have stuff we don't want to do. Isn't it about time you did something you wanted to do? Like getting your pilot's license? At Ocala Aviation, they make it fun and easy, and you can start by taking one of their Discovery flights. For only $99, you get to go up in the airplane with an FAA-certified flight instructor and actually fly the plane yourself. It's a perfect way to see if flying is for you. And once you get that ultimate feeling of freedom, Ocala Aviation can train you to get your pilot's license. Ocala Aviation also offers commercial flight training for those looking to make a career change and enter the world of commercial aviation. Ocala Aviation is conveniently located at the Ocala International Airport. So if you're ready to start your adventure, stop by or give them a call today. 861-7484. That's 861-7484. You'll be glad you did. I know I am. Ocala Aviation. Call today. 861-7484.
Here are today's headlines from The Source. WOCA, the Florida Highway Patrol is reporting that two young brothers were critically injured in a single-vehicle accident yesterday on Southeast 135th Street. The young men are identified as 18-year-old Cody Allen Benoit and 14-year-old Travis Benoit, both from Summerfield. Cody Benoit was driving a 2002 Nissan Sentra heading west at approximately 1 a.m. when, for unknown reasons, the vehicle left the roadway, crossed over several driveways, and collided with a concrete culvert, a utility pole, and a tree. Both teens were transported to Ocala Regional Medical Center. Travis Benoit was later transferred to Arnold Palmer Children's Hospital in Orlando. Eustis police have identified the woman who was found dead Thursday in a field near a vacant lot in Lake County. The woman has been identified as Shelley A. Arnold, 24 years old. Her last known address was on Wolf Branch Road in Sorrento. An autopsy has been completed, but the report states that further forensic and laboratory analysis is required before the medical examiner can issue an opinion regarding the cause and manner of death. Police say the trauma to Arnold's body appears to be post-mortem. Arnold's body was found Thursday, February 19th, in a field located along West Duane Avenue and Bay Street in Eustis. The area was a wooded lot behind a church. Neighbors who found the woman's body say it is badly decomposed. The investigation is ongoing. No other information was immediately available. On Thursday, Florida lawmakers had a pivotal decision in granting several sports teams money for stadium projects, but with growing debate around the topic, lawmakers called a timeout on making a decision to divvy out the millions of dollars to the teams. The Jaguars are requesting state funding to pay for upgrades at Everbank Field. They received the second highest score among 4 applicants applying for the funding. This process of creating a formula for sports teams to apply for the money was voted into law last year. The Jags were hoping for a different outcome. The other projects on the list were for a pro soccer stadium in Orlando, Miami Dolphins Stadium, and Daytona International Speedway. Lawmakers are able to give out up to $7 million in all to spread out among the applicants, but they will have to wait until March to see if they give out any money at all. The Star Banner is reporting that 8 local unsung heroes will be inducted into the African American History Museum's Hall of Fame on Friday at the Howard Academy Community Center. The presentation will honor those who have made an impact on the community. The Hall of Fame honorees are Mark Hart III, president of Mega Sound Glass Masters Incorporated, Ira Berthia, Recreation Division Head, Ocala Recreation and Parks, Captain Tara V. Woods, Ocala Police Department's first black sergeant supervisor and female lieutenant, Sam Stevenson, retired Ocala Police Department corporal and first Howard High School football player named All-American by the Florida Sports Writers Association, Melvin James, the first licensed African American horse trainer in Marion County who trained the Triple Crown winner affirmed, Virginia Ferguson, the first female boat captain at Silver Springs. Moses Mention will be honored for providing security for NAACP members and civil rights activist, the Reverend Frank Pinkston, as a member of the Hunting and Fishing Club during the 1960s. And finally, Ernest K. Johnson Jr., a former Howard High School coach and athletic director, will receive a Lifetime Achievement Award. WOCA congratulates all of the honorees. And those are the headlines from The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. This afternoon, clouds give way to some sunshine with a high 80 to 82. Partly cloudy tonight, low 59 to 63. Tomorrow and tomorrow night, variable cloudiness. High tomorrow 76 to 80. Low tomorrow night 55 to 60. Wednesday, cloudy with a couple of showers. High 77 to 80. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Steve Williams.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
The tech experience of the future is here at the newly relocated Ocala Verizon Smart Store. Join us on Saturday, February 28th from noon to 2 p.m. and get your hands on the latest smart devices. Right now, get 2 lines with 6 gigabytes of data for $100 monthly access for smartphones. All on the More Everything plan with Verizon Ed. So don't miss the grand opening of the newly relocated Ocala Verizon Smart Store next to Chick-fil-A. Subject to customer and edge agreements and credit approval. Coverage details at VerizonWireless.com.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Is your credit headed in the wrong direction? If so, Florida Credit Union can help turn it around. If the signs are reading missing payments, maxing out cards, or borrowing from financing companies, it's time to steer your credit to safety. Pull into a Florida Credit Union today and let us help you map out a personalized credit management plan. Get a free credit report analysis and advice to help you consolidate wisely. A better plan can get you to a better place. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.